Hey guys, welcome back to the Rusty Beauty's Garage with me and Nick.
Hi.
We're gonna be working on the Miata again today. So in the last episode, we worked a little bit on the bottom of the door, and I believe we fixed an area in this corner, but there's still an area over there that we need to fix, an area over here, and I believe we're gonna change the whole entire bottom lip because it is not in a great shape. So I think that's what I'm gonna start doing now. And in the meantime, for Nick, we don't have much metal work to do anymore, which is good. We still have to go under the car and fix some rails there that need attention, and there's one patch that we need to do, but I'm gonna leave that for last. We're gonna deal with the doors and then we're gonna deal with the bottom of the car. So in this case, there's not much for Nick to do. I think he should start cleaning up now the inner fenders here and maybe paint them with bed liner. So here we've done some work before and we painted, but here it is pretty clean, but here there's some nastiness that he can start cleaning up. He's not going to remove the whole paint. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, we have this, so there is metal work, Nick. Okay, so there's something for Nick to do. All right, forget about cleaning up. We have to fix that part. I hope it is better than the other side. Anyway, we're gonna needle scale it now and we'll see. I'm gonna open the bonnet also to see what it looks like inside, but yeah, there is something for Nick to do. Okay, let's set up and we'll bring you back so we can get crack-a-lacking together. Pum pum pum. Alright, so we wire welded here a little bit, and it turns out it's not as bad as on the other side. The other side, I believe, was completely rotten and we went all the way to here, I think. This is easier to repair. I don't understand how exactly it works because here two metals overlap, but then here there's no overlapping. So I don't know how it ends, but what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a square and we're just gonna weld it completely, and that's it. Inside there's not much going on there. I mean, there's just this wire, but this is far, and that's it. When we did the same repair there, it was pretty hard because there was a wiring harness and stuff in our way, but here it should be pretty easy. We're just gonna work on the outside. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna mark it now here for Nick to cut it, and then we're just gonna weld a patch. Okay, so the door is on the table, and this is where the repair was done last time. So this here is a new lip up to here. So here now we want to replace the whole lip underneath because it is pretty badly corroded in some areas, and I think it's easier if we replace the whole thing. I'm just thinking we're gonna cut the whole lip from here and we're gonna put a strip just like we did here. We're gonna put a strip on top and we're gonna weld it here. We're not gonna weld it outside and then bend it, which is the proper way. We're just gonna weld a new lip and then we're gonna grind it to the straight shape, and that's gonna be perfect. We need to have some reference though, so can you hold it there, Nick? So the whole bottom here is straight, so that's easy. So now we have reference for the rear end. We need to have also reference for the front end, and then when we weld the lip we can put our straight edge again to our two reference points here and there and grind it to the same spot. And what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna measure here, let's say 2 inches from here to here. We're gonna make a mark, and then that's gonna be our reference point. When we weld the new lip later, we're gonna measure 2 inches from here down, and we're gonna know where exactly to finish it. And in the same time, we're gonna go all the way to here, and we're gonna make our reference point for this line, because the same way here, we're gonna have to replace the lip from at least here down to here. So again, we're gonna need a reference point for this line, and I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make that reference point now, together with this slip. And then when we're replacing this, we're gonna have a reference point here and a reference point here. We also need to make some repairs on the outside here and somewhere here. But I think we're gonna do the lip first, or the other way around. I don't know how it's gonna work, but that's the whole plan. So I'm not gonna show you all of it, but just a little bit of progress here and there. Okay, so Nick cut this out, and as usual, once the rust is cut out, it looks much better than before that. So like I said, this is somehow it overlaps here, but it doesn't overlap on this side. So I guess this top piece had a shape like this and like this, and then there was this inner piece that was also with the same shape, and they were overlapping here and here for whatever reason. Well, we didn't do that on the other side, and we're not gonna do it here. I just made this patch here, a square patch. So we're just gonna clean up the rust around, and Nick is gonna weld it like that, and that's it. Even here underneath, it's not gonna overlap, it's just gonna be welded here. Okay, in the meantime, I cut this off the lip, and you see now it is not too bad. So this is where we have a patch on the outside that we need to repair. But other than that, the bottom outer piece is good. Here, the inner, I don't know what I should call it. This is a little bit eaten by the rust, so I don't know whether we should repair it. It's inside, so I don't know. Well, I guess this is not structural, so the lip is gonna overlap it, and then the entire lip we're gonna seal just like here, or maybe I can show you here. You see how it is sealed with seam sealer? So the entire lip from here, we're gonna seal it again all the way to here to meet with the other seam sealer later. So yeah, I think we're just gonna leave this like that. So I'm gonna cut a strip of metal, maybe two, because I don't have this long piece of sheet metal anymore. So we're gonna cut two pieces, and we're gonna weld them all the way, and maybe we're gonna replace also this lip from here to here, and then we're gonna flip the door upside down, and we're gonna repair this patch, and there's another one here somewhere that needs to be repaired right there. All right, so this is what Nick did. He welded it, ground it. We're not gonna go farther than that because there's no point here in the wheel well. Now he's gonna go and scrape here as much as he can, everything that is in the wheel well, even there, and then we're gonna paint it and we're gonna call it done. Whenever we're doing the suspension, because we still need to do that at some point, we're gonna take out the control arms, we're gonna change the bushings and all that, and that's when we're gonna clean and paint inside here. But for now, we can clean and paint everything else. My thing here is drying, so I rust converted it and I painted it. My strips also are cut for here, and they are painted as well. So as soon as this dries, we're gonna start welding it. Okay, so Nick is making some progress here, cleaning up. Like, we're not gonna go to bare metal, but at least the dirt needs to come off. If there's some coating there, we're gonna leave it. There's no point of removing it just to add more. So he keeps going here, and I welded this strip, so all the way to here. I skipped here because here is where we're gonna make a repair on the outside. I also went all the way to here and welded around the corner, so now I can grind it to the correct shape here, which is gonna serve me as a reference later for when I do this strip. And I also gonna grind this side. I'm gonna measure exactly 2 inches from here to here, and that's gonna be my reference for here. And then we're gonna put the straight edge from here to the other corner, and we're gonna grind a straight line from here to there. And that's gonna take care of the bottom. And once this is done and I have this ground to the correct shape, then I can remove this hinge from here and remove this lip as well, because it's bad from here to here somewhere. And we're gonna replace that as well, and then we can go and fix the under part here and here. Okay, I ground this side, and there were few places where I had to fill a little bit because there were some cavities, like here for example, but deeper. So that's how we do it. I explained that in the previous video, but I'm gonna explain it here as well. I'm gonna flip it now on the other side, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And I'm gonna grind it, and if there are any cavities, we're gonna fill them up. And then here I already measured 2 inches from here to here, and I ground it. So then we're gonna run a masking tape from here to here, like just a straight line, and we're gonna grind this side as well. But for now we're not going there. We just want this side ground flush and this side ground flush, and then we're gonna deal with that. Okay, this side is ground as well, and looks like we have pretty good coverage. I mean, there's no cavities. I believe all these waves and everything are below our line where we're gonna grind it, but now we're gonna find out. Again, I'm grinding it perpendicular. I'm not going curve end. First I'm gonna grind it perpendicular, and then we're gonna have a nice crisp edge on this side, same on the other side. And then when we're sure that edge is perfectly straight, then we're gonna go and round it with maybe a smaller die grinder or something. Okay, that looks good now. And just here where we didn't weld it, it's still. So I'm gonna flip it again upside down, and we're gonna change this lip the same way, and then we're gonna deal with this patch and this patch. Okay, I removed the lip from here too, and it turns out that we have a little bit bigger problem than what I expected. So I'm not gonna weld this strip yet. I'm gonna flip it, and I'm gonna cut out the part that is rotten here, maybe a little bit more than that, because it's rotten only up to here, but you see here this hole. So I wanna replace this entire flange here. So we're gonna cut a little bit more of the skin outside, maybe up to here, so we can have access to both sides of this flange. And then we're gonna repair that first, and then put the patch on the skin outside. Okay, so this one is welded. Now we have to do the same here. We need to cut this out, replace it, and then we can flip it and finish everything underneath. So I'm not gonna hold you here for this one. I'm gonna do it on my own, and I'm gonna bring you back. And in the meantime, Nick cleaned up here pretty well. So now only these areas where there's a little bit of surface rust, he's gonna spray with the rust converter. Here maybe a little bit, and he's gonna rust convert it, and after that we're gonna spray primer and bed liner. Okay, so this patch is done as well. It warped a little bit on me here, but we're gonna deal with that later. We're gonna have to weld some pins here and pull. I don't have access from underneath, but the usual problem that I have, it just sinks on me when I'm welding. And that's what it looks like inside. So this is where we did the repair. So now we still have to weld our lip inside. And here, this is where we have this flange replaced. So now we have to grind it a little, and then we can put our lip here and finish it the same way as here, like this. So this is ready now for the lip, and I'm gonna weld this lip and this lip at the same time. And in the meantime, Nick rust converted here, sprayed with primer all the areas where we have bare metal, and now he's gonna spray with bed liner. All right, so this lip is installed and welded on the side, also welded here, and painted everything, because once I flip it upside down, or once I flip it the other way around, that's where it's gonna stay. I'm not gonna flip it again. So now I have to flip it and grind on the outside as well, here and here, and then shape it to the correct shape. And then we're gonna have to smoothen the edges, because if you look closer, you see how sharp it is everywhere. So we're gonna smoothen that. In the meantime, this is painted too. So that's one coat, but we're gonna run another coat in a little while. Nick is already out. He went to drive someone somewhere because he is a driver now. Yeah, we didn't mention that. He got his driver's license, and now he's able to drive with an experienced driver, of course, next to him, but now he's taking every opportunity to go and drive. So there was an opportunity for him to go and drive someone somewhere, so he ran. And I'm gonna do the second coat here soon, and we're gonna be done for today. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I mean, my battery died as I was filming here, but I smoothened the edges nicely with the big angle grinder because it's easier. I was planning to do it with the small one, with that one over there. But to be honest, with the small one, it's much easier to go deeper in some areas and shallower in others. With the big one, you just go in big strokes, like don't laugh at me, Nick. Anyway, so yeah, with longer strokes, it's much easier to keep a straight line. When you do a short stroke like this, it's easier to go deep and then shallow somewhere else. Anyway, I think it looks good. We will put it on the car later and we will see what it looks like. But now, oops, now it's still drying here, so we're not gonna put it yet. But yeah, I think with that we complete this side, right, Nick?
Yeah.
We changed. Look at his shirt.
Got it from the thrift store.
Yeah, nice. Okay, he has another one that says what?
This guy needs a beer.
Just like his dad. Just like his dad. I have a shirt like that. Anyway, yeah, I think with this we completed this side. Like literally completed it. We still need to paint that inner wheel. Relax. Yeah, we still need to clean and paint that inner wheel, but this actually came as a bonus here because we weren't planning to do that. We were still doing metal work, but this was completed. So anyway, it is the last day of the year. It is the 30th actually. Tomorrow is the 31st, but by the time I finish editing this video and I upload it, it's gonna be 31st, so it's gonna be the last day of the 2023, right? Is it 2023? Yeah.
It is.
So at the end of the year, we'd like to wish you a happy new year and all the best. Say something nice for 2024, please. Okay.
Have fun, drive safe.
Have fun, drive safe, he says. Okay. Go back to those forgotten projects in your garage and get crack-a-lacking on them. Alright guys, we just want to thank you for all your support and all your nice comments in our videos. Nick promised he has it as a New Year's resolution that he's gonna start going through the comments of the videos and he's gonna start replying to the nice comments and to answering the questions.
I will.
He will. I don't even know if he's watching those videos anyways. Even though for sure he doesn't watch my other videos about my other cars, but I was hoping that at least the videos that he's in he might be watching, but not really sure.
I will.
He will. It's a New Year's resolution. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, subscribing and sharing our videos, thanks for supporting us. It is really appreciated. So happy new year and we will see you soon in the new year. Bye.
Later. See you next year.